Hey guys, and welcome to part 5, the final part of this month's episode of Gunpla News. If you missed the first 4 parts, we covered the news, everything related to Gundam for the past month, and some new announcements for kits and figures, updates for some kits and figures we already knew were coming out, and then some third-party and resin stuff, mostly third-party. And so if you missed those, you can go back and check those out. I'm going to have all these videos available in a playlist, so you can watch all of this month's episode of Gunpla News all together if you want, or just watch whichever parts are interesting for you. In this part, we're going to be talking about some featured artists. In the past, I've done a lot of the featured artists coming from Asia, especially Japan and even Korea and other areas around there. So I've wanted to do a featured artist section that's dedicated to just some Western modelers, builders. So that's what I'm going to do this time finally, and I thought about it, and I thought, why not just dedicate this month's featured section to my friends in the Gunpla Talk videos that we're doing. As I mentioned in the first part of this month's episode of Gunpla News, me and 4 other guys are doing a thing called Gunpla Talk, where we're doing like a live broadcast once a month that you can watch over on Jim's channel at Gunpla Fixation. So today, for the featured artist section, I'm going to feature 4 builds from those 4 guys. So that's Jim at Gunpla Fixation, and Simon at GundamUK, Justin at Justinius Builds, and Tim at childofmecha.com. So I want to feature some of these guys' awesome work. They're all really super talented, much better than I am, so definitely check out a lot of their work online. All of them are on all sorts of social media, Facebook, YouTube, and then other things like Twitter, Instagram, even their blogs or websites or whatever. So definitely make sure you check them out everywhere. Check out their work, subscribe to them on YouTube, follow them on Facebook or whatever. The first one I'm going to talk about is Jim's SD RX-782 Gundam. This is a super nice build, as you're going to be able to see from the pictures here. I think the pictures are probably going to speak for themselves a lot for this, because it's just a super clean build. I know he spent a lot of time on this, and like the amount of time and detail and everything that he put into this on just the SD kit. And like, if any of you guys have ever built SD kits, you know they're just really simple, super basic, and just the amount of work that he did on this is really awesome. When you're building an SD, you don't really have a lot to work with, so I think he did a lot to really make this build really look amazing for being just something so simple as an SD. The painting, the detail on it is all just so super clean. The decals, I know even after like talking with him when he was working on it, and he was having some trouble with some of the decals, and he had to, I think, like reorder some decals for it. But it came out really awesome, and as you can see from the pictures, it just looks really amazing. And he even made the custom, what's it for, the GP base, like the Build Fighters GP base. He made like the custom design, like template, kind of whatever the thing that says like the name of the kit, the build and the builder like that on it. I forget what it's called, but you know what I mean anyway. It's a super nice kit, and he's got a lot of them. I think with all of these guys, I hope they don't mind the kit that I chose to feature in this month's section. I don't know if this is the kit that he would have liked me to have chose to pick for this. I didn't consult anyone before doing this, so I hope you guys, if and when you watch this, I hope you don't mind which ones I chose. But yeah, for Jim, I chose his SD Gundam. It's a really nice build. Definitely check him out, guys. Next one I want to talk about is Simon from GundamUK. So Simon built this MG Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. This is actually his most recent completed build. He's now working on an MG Nemo, which also looks very cool, so definitely make sure you check that out. He's done a couple of work in progress videos already on that on his channel. But this duel is super cool. It's definitely his style, because a lot of his kits are painted in a really unique color scheme. So it's especially a lot of lighter colors. So this Dual Gundam is of course going to be very light. The Gundam itself is pretty much all in this white color, and then the Assault Shroud is in this like really bright yellow color. So it's super unique. I've definitely never seen any, I don't think, not even just a duel, but any Gundam ever painted in that color scheme. It's a really unique, and it's done really well. I mean, sometimes unique is not always a good thing, but in this case, it's done so well that it definitely works, and I think it looks really great in this case as well. How he had like the Gundam as one color and then the Assault Shroud as the separate color really makes the Assault Shroud stand out as something that you can tell is kind of like added onto the kit rather than just the kit itself. It kind of looks like it's all just one thing usually, but it definitely looks really nice. Of course, the paint job itself is just really amazing as well. It's very, very clean. I know he spent a lot of time on that as well. It's some really, really nice pre-shading there, and then just great details all around on that kit. So it's a really, really nice build. And I know he had to do a little bit of extra work on that, even in like the hips. And if you check out some of his like work in progress stuff, you can see that he had some problem. I think he broke one of the hip joints on one of the legs, and so he had to fix that. And it's just an example of just the kind of thing that just happens to people. Like no matter how good you are, you still like break stuff sometimes, and you just have to fix it. But he did, and it came out amazing. So really, really job well done there. That's a really nice kit. Definitely be sure to check him out everywhere as well. He does a really, really great job on that. And next, Justin at Justinius Builds. He's on all sorts of social media. Definitely worth checking out everywhere on Instagram, and I think he even has a Tumblr, I believe, as well, which I think maybe he's, out of all the 5 of us, I think maybe he's maybe the only one that has a Tumblr account, I believe. But I could be wrong about that. Anyway, I want to talk about his HGUC Easy 8 Tempest. Now, again, I'm not sure if I had asked him before if this would have been the one that he would have wanted me to show you guys. So I'm sorry, Justin, if this is not the kit you wanted me to show, but this is the one that I chose that I wanted to show because I really like it, and it is a really, really cool build. And one reason that I really like it is because he used a lot of like the HG Builders parts, like add-on parts, and those, I think, I really praise Bandai for making those and like making those available for people, but I think it's really hard to make those actually go onto a kit and look good so that they actually look like they're supposed to be like on that kit. But in this case, Justin did a really awesome job of using those with this Easy 8 in a way that it looks natural. Like they don't look like they're just add-on parts slapped onto there. They look like they're actually part of the kit, so that's really good. And then just the color scheme on this I really like as well. Of course, the painting itself is really well done, but just the color scheme is really, really nice. It's kind of sticking to the Easy 8's color scheme of being mostly kind of grayish off-white, but he's changed it enough, like adding the blue accents, which are a different shade of blue than what are actually on the Easy 8. It's a little bit brighter blue. And then just the kind of painting all around, the details on it are all really, really nice. It's a really, really slight weathering on it, which looks great. I think anything heavier than that maybe would have taken away from it because there's so much going on in the kit. If you added weathering on that too, it might have made it look too busy on there, like too much to look at. But just the slight weathering on that looks really, really great, just to give it a little bit more of a realistic look. But while you're still able to appreciate all the other work that he's done just on the kit itself. So really, really great job. He's done a lot of really great kits as well, like all these guys. I mean, be sure to check out everything else that they've done, because Justin just recently completed a Stormtrooper kit that he did up as like a Zaku themed Stormtrooper. That was really nice as well. I really considered showing that one instead. But definitely just check out all of his stuff. And then the last one, last but certainly not least, I should say, is Tim over at Child of Mecha. You can check him out on YouTube and on his website as well. His website would probably be the best place. And then on Facebook as well. He's on Facebook like the rest of us are. Tim is currently working on a Hummingbird, a custom build scratch build, a Zeta plus C1 Hummingbird, which is going to look really, really amazing once it's done. Here you can see a couple of work in progress pictures for it. Once that's done, I'm sure that's going to be super amazing. I'm pretty sure he's planning on entering that in the Gunpla Builders World Cup this year, so I wish him all the best. I'm sure he's going to have no problem placing in that. The work in progress looks amazing. But for this, I want to actually focus on a kit that is completed, so I want to talk about his F71G cannon. Now this is a really old and really basic 1/100 scale kit from the F91 series, and it's not really the best kit, but what he's been able to do with it has really made it look amazing. With old kits like that, it's hard to make them look really good. It takes a lot of work, and that's one thing that you can see in all of his builds, is that there's a lot of work put into them. So I know he works very slowly and very carefully on all of his builds, so it definitely shows in the finished product. And this, aside from just what he's done to it to just improve the look of it and just make it look really amazing, and even just the painting and weathering on it are really, really nicely done. Everything on it looks like very natural, as in like an old machine, as in like a machine that is like very realistic and not like shiny and new. So like as a grunt mobile suit, it's kind of very fitting, right? So just really, really nice painting on that. And just like I said, if you compare this to what the kit looks like just straight out of box, you'll really be amazed at just the amount of work that he's done on that kit. So I definitely have a lot of respect for him for that, and just everything, I mean, his other stuff as well. Definitely check out his website there. He's got some other really awesome builds there, and follow him on Facebook to be sure to keep up to date with his progress on the Hummingbird, because I'm sure that's going to be a very, very awesome kit. So that is it for the featured artists. Those are 4 guys that are definitely amazing builders. If you guys don't subscribe to them on YouTube, or don't follow them on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, definitely please do. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. And definitely watch us all together on Gunpla Talk. We don't know the exact date of this month's Gunpla Talk yet, but just follow Gunpla Talk on Facebook, and that's your best bet to keep up to date on that. We'll post the topic and the dates of when we're going to do that. And if you have any suggestions or comments, you can leave those for us there, and we'll get that, and we'll try to incorporate those into the talks. So yeah, that is going to be it for this month's episode of Gunpla News, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched all of that, thank you for sticking around for that. It's a lot of work making these videos again, but I really do enjoy doing it for you guys. I hope it's helpful for you guys. I have a lot of stuff coming up that I need to do. I'm really quite busy these days, but I have a lot of stuff that I want to share with you guys. I just finished using my airbrush for the first time finally to prime the Gazzaro. So that's going to be painted maybe later today. Looking forward to doing that. I need to make a final video for my custom build that has been done for a while. I need to make a custom video for that, or a final video for that. I need to make a final video for my Yakudoga that's finished as well. I need to finish snapping this, the RE Gerbera, for a review for you guys. Finish snapping this, the HG G-Self Assault, what's it called? Assault Pack. And yeah, just a lot of things I need to do. But today I need to go finish building my TV stand for my living room, so I can finally put my TV in the living room. So yeah, lots to do, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.